me or just chit chat. Otherwise, I have a few things I can do. I have some glue booking to do, and I've got my laptop here where I can read your comments. So let me just go over there and find it on my laptop. There I am. I'm videoing on my phone, but when I do that, the comments come so fast I don't have a chance to read them hardly before they're gone. Hello, XXX Gamer, One Gamer. How are you tonight? Where are you from? I'm in California. Sunny California. It was almost 90 today. We're in Northern California also. I hope you're having a good night. And I just thought I would get on here and just chat a while. I have some glue book to do. I don't know whether you've ever heard of that. I understand you're probably into games. What kind of games do you play? And thank you for the thumbs up. I have my book here. I'm going to be cutting a few things out of. I know everything's backwards whenever I show you anything here, but I'm going to be just doing I'm saving some of my magazines. You know, you get so much. Mario Kart. Okay, I think I've heard of that. You know, I'm probably not up on the most of the games since I'm older, I'm sure, way older than you. Yes, so tonight I've been coming on a Monday evening just for fun, and sometimes people join me, and well, actually every time somebody has joined me, not a big group, but it's fun. And I just love hearing from you and talking to you and the neighbors. I have my door open. It's pretty nice out there. And the neighbors' dogs are barking. They probably hear me talking. They think there's an intrusion there. So I'm just going to be I've been saving my tops, some of the magazines. I'm first to join. Yes, you are. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I didn't hear from where you were from, if you don't mind saying. It's okay if you don't. But it's fun to hear where everybody's from. You know, every once in a while, when I first started this, I never dreamed that I would be talking to so many people from so many places. And it's fun. I enjoy it. And I just try to keep busy. New York. Okay, you are way back there. You know, we drove through New York in the middle of the night. Well, it wasn't the middle of the night. We was moving from Maine to California at the time, and we got lost around New York City. And somebody that kindly let us follow them through. Thank the Lord they didn't guide us wrong, or we would have been, Lord knows, we could have been in Timbuktu. There is a Timbuktu here in California. Did you know that? So, how's the weather back there in New York today? We had some really nice weather. I got out and washed my car today. And it needed it really bad. And I don't know that you've watched my programs at all, my videos at all, but I am almost 80. So, you know, it's nice to get out there and do a little bit, as much as you can. You're cold. It's cold there. Yeah. I'm not surprised. Some of the things we talk about, so hopefully you won't be bored. I talk about diet and exercises in my life and just things like that. Actually, this book that I'm doing I'm saving some of the magazine that talking about snacks that satisfy. What's your favorite snack? They're talking about 36 baked corn chips. Now, I'm always thinking about diet, you know, just to keep my weight at whatever. So I'm always thinking that way. Let's see. Okay, there you are. So you do, okay, you're getting plenty of exercise if you're doing martial arts. My son, and let's see, my son is 36, I think it is. He was born in 88. He did some martial arts whenever he was, I don't know which one, but he did that whenever he was younger, and it was so fun to watch him. He loved it. Really, it was a fun thing for him to do. He's not into that now. I don't think so much. He does love to camp and things like that now. So I'm cutting, as you can see, or maybe hear the little rattle of the paper. So we like to talk about food here too. Let's see. This one, let's see. Do you like nachos with 15 grain tortilla chips and or popcorn? Okay. I'm brown bat in Brazilian. Okay, Jitsu. I think I've heard that. Yeah, that's interesting. So you stay very busy then, I'm sure on that. So you probably don't eat junk food. Hello, Regina. Just wanted to say hello. You're getting ready to go to bed. I know it's very late back there. I haven't heard. I think Glenn probably got to come home from the hospital today. I have not heard. I thought I'd give him a day, to get settled over there. His daughter said that she would keep us informed, so I know if there was something that we needed to know, we would know it. So I'm counting on that being no news is good news many times. Don't you think? So I hope you have a wonderful day, Regina, and have a good night of sleep. Thank you so much for coming by. We just got started. Today's been a busy day. Oh, and I'm thankful that you have been praying for Glenn. I'm sure that every prayer is going to count. That's for sure. Yes. Yeah. And I know you probably hear me cut. I just wanted to do some more of my book here and at least have something to do. I mean, we don't have to stick to this, but I didn't want to get on here and twiddle my thumbs. I didn't think that would be too fun. I have seen different ones that got on. Let's see. You have a good night, Regina. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate it. You're welcome to come back later if you would like. You never know. I don't know what I'm going to be talking about. I don't have a script. I just have this sitting here. Last week I ended up telling my a lot of my life story in the condensed version. Okay, I've got this glue here. I'm going to stick it down here in this book. I am using an old Medicare book. It's amazing what they have good paper in that book, and so you can fill it and use it for other things. That's what you call using extra and making your money go far. You don't have to go out and buy a little book to put things in. You can just cover it up with something else. That's the name of my channel, as Mrs. Peach Thrifty Living. And, I've always lived pretty thrifty for years. Many of those years was out of necessity. I never was very hungry or anything like that. We always had enough food. It might not have been the most favorite things we had, but we always had something that was good and never was hungry. So that's good. And so we just, I'm always just watched my P's and Q's and watched my money and tried to make my money go as far as it would. And let's see, when I seen this, sweet potato, this one I think I read to you last week. Really thought about making this soup. Meatless, nutritious, sweet potato peanut stew. I think I read it to you last week. And it sounded so good, but I want to cut this down where it's not so bulky on the page. I may have to take to a new page. But what I liked about it is I think it called for peanut. One of them I read called for peanut butter. Yes, this one calls for peanut butter. Would you like that? Or does that sound gross to you? I know there's a whole mixture of what people like and what people don't like. So if you would like to get on and say something, I would love to hear from you. I know not everybody, my sister, when she watches, there's no commenting because I'm lucky to have her watching. As you get older, sometimes it's not so easy to navigate through the internet and all those things. Some of them more so than others. Some of it's easier than others. But if you can, it sure is a nice way to be able to keep up with a lot of things in life. Okay, I cut this down a little bit, and then I'll save a little piece of the picture of the food. That's sweet potato stew, peanut stew. Yeah, that's got to be good. Okay, yes. Now, today, as I said before, the weather was very nice, and I hope it continues this way. Although, I know we're going to need some rain along the way, but we're not going to get too much at this point where I live. And then they're going to start hollering drought in the summer if we're not careful. So that's always the thing. We do have the snow that melts off up the hills, and then it fills our rivers some, depending on how much snow they've had. We're about 2 hours, I think, from Tahoe and from that area up there. So, they have quite a bit up there. So that's one nice thing about it. If you love the snow, you can go to the snow in not even 2 hours sometimes, depending on where you go. Okay, here's a picture of this sweet potato peanut stew. There it is. I don't know whether I'll ever make it, but it's not going to hurt sitting in this book. Yeah. We just got a new Tops book today, so that'll be fun to... Actually, I need to remember, tomorrow is our Tops meeting, and I want to make sure I take it with us. Because we love to look to it, because many of us, sometimes we get our books and don't bother to look at it. Do you ever do that? Oh, goodness, I feel like I'm rattling on, but okay. Does that look like a fun scene? There she is out she's been planting her garden. What do you think? Oh, it says basil, thyme, and chives. Do you guys like those? Do any of you like those kind of foods? I really like basil. I'm not so sure about thyme, but I know I like, well, chives is okay, but I put some green onions. You buy a thing of green onions, and then you cut the little end off, the little white end, and take it out in your yard in a little pot and plant it, and it's done so well. I have enjoyed having... In fact, today I made... I had a baked potato from Wendy's. I had ate half of it on Saturday, and so I had the other half in there. So I didn't have any fresh tomatoes. I opened a can of canned tomatoes that was stewed. Okay, I eat sweet potato. Oh, that sounds so good, sweet potato pie. I like that. I love the spices. That's what I like. I ended up saving half of that baked potato. And so today I warmed it up, and I opened my can of tomatoes because I didn't have any fresh. And I cut up a little bit of it. My grandma makes it. Oh my goodness, yes. How old is your grandma? Do you mind me asking? I would be interested to know. She's probably my age or maybe younger. um, so I didn't have it. So I cut up some tomatoes. I drained them off, the canned tomatoes, cut them up in pieces, put it on top of my baked potato, went out and put, oh, she's 86. She's a little older than me. Okay. I'm going to be 80 in June. Actually, my sister that was here is going to be 80. It's going to be 86 or 84. Okay. My sister that was just here, she is going to be 86 on her birthday in August. And she did my exercises. I have on my YouTube, I do all kinds of things. And Sunday, I had her do the exercise. She goes to Silver Sneakers, so she keeps herself moving. And she just, she did the video for me. It was so fun. And also another friend of ours is 94. She got on the floor. We had already done it, and we was talking about it. She said, I think I could do that. Her daughter videoed her, and she took a picture of her. She got on the floor, no help, no chairs around, and she got up off the floor without any problem. And she's 94. Isn't that amazing? And what was so neat about it is nothing around, and she's 94. And what else? Oh, I put it on a short on my channel. 71,000 views on it. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, you do. Do you do Tai Chi? No, I mean, whatever I do here at the house, I just move around and I do my recumbent bike. I just finished 45 minutes on my recumbent bike. I have it sitting in my living room. If I put it in the bedroom, it'd be a clothes rack. And I don't want a clothes rack. I don't need a clothes rack, but I need my exercise. So that's what I do. I know all of those are great movements to do. Let's see. Oh, it helps. Yes, with your health. Now, does your grandma move around, and is she active, and can she be active? I realize everybody's not where they can do it, but if you can, somehow, if you can keep moving, you're better off. If you don't use those muscles, you're going to lose them. I'm reaching over here with my pictures. And let's see. This one, I've got another picture to put here. This one is talking about, I learned that hunger and fullness are controlled by my mind. If I keep my mind hunger fades. Do you see that to be true? I know there's probably a lot of truth to that. I'm going to cut that down a little bit more where I can put it in my book, because that's a good reminder. I've been trying to keep as healthy as can be. And that, I do love my sweets, so sweet potato pie, yeah. I haven't made that in a long time. Or, I'm not sure I've even ever made a sweet potato pie. I made pumpkin pie. I'm dumping the trash on the floor, so I'll have some trash to clean up once I'm finished with this. I went out and washed my car today. Actually, I thought I was going to video the whole thing. The sun was so bright out there, and I stopped it, and I showed everything I was going to use. That video will be out tomorrow. And I stopped the video just to make sure that it was going through and I could see, because the sun was so bright. And when I went back, I didn't video that part of me washing the car. I have my bucket, my water hose. Oops, excuse me. Got to grab a drink. I had my water hose out there, and my scrub brush my scrub brush is the long one that, I don't have to climb on a ladder or anything to get out there and do the job. And I can't tell you the top of my car is perfect, but I think I'm moving it just right to get all the spots clean. Whether it's true or not, I can't tell you. But it's certainly better than it was. Anyway, I thought I'd video that part, but I didn't. So I just have the first part telling about it and showing me setting up for it. And then later on, I came in and I had videoed this other part earlier. I got my refrigerator is the stainless steel, and it looks so ugly. It's just like fingerprints. So I ordered some of that kind of it's a film that you can cover things. Some of them are pictures, and this one is just like you couldn't see a person through the window, and it looks different colors, just shades. So I had did a video of that, and so I put it on this video coming out tomorrow. Oh, I don't know. Then I ended up editing it, and hopefully it's going to be okay. Okay, back to mental fitness. That's what we have to do as we get older, or any age. You know, here's mental fitness, word apps. I love Wordle games. Do you like Wordle games? Or do you like Words with Friends or any of those? I've always loved to play Scrabble. Actually, when my daughter was little, she's, how old is she now? She's almost 58. We used to play Scrabble together. She admitted later she cheated. If I had to go get a cup of coffee or something, she'd figure out some words and get the letters or whatever. Anyway, she said she cheated. She didn't tell me that first, because I trusted her. Anyway, so I've always loved word games. And then, so I play Words with Friends, and now I've been playing Wordle, and I play it with a group of ladies, and we always share our what we like and or how we got it. You have 6 turns. Have you ever tried that game? You can play it for free, and you don't have to have an app for it. I always go to Google and type in Wordle, and it's a New York Times one, and I just go there and play it, and it's so fun. Sometimes I get it. There's 6 chances. Yesterday I got down to 5 chances, and I could not figure out that word. I finally left it, and then at midnight it changes to a new word. I didn't go back to it. Now today I got it in 3 tries, so that was good. Okay, let's see. Here's another, card games. I like card games. When we get together with some of our family, we play hand and foot, and let's see what else we play. Goodness, now all of them's gonna go. My sister loves the one with the trains. Dominoes, Mexican train dominoes. There's a proper name for that, but anyway, that's a fun game too. And so we play those kind of games. And when we're together with our family, there's several different games we play. 99, I think it's one of them. And I can't even think of it. We used to play, I love to play spades, play partners and play spades. Do you like to play that? Been a long time. You might not want me for your partner now. Oh, by the way, if you see some red spots and all, it's going to be worse. I went to the skin doctor today, and she sprayed me here and all over. Anyway, and then they usually turn into scabs, and you just have to live with it. But it's better than putting that lotion on that takes forever. I'd rather get it done. But boy, when she sprayed it here today, I thought, oh, it hurt like crazy. I thought, oh my goodness. It was okay. It was done over, but it stung for a good little while after she sprayed it. Oh, I was glad to get that one done. Chess. I've never played chess. They've showed me some of the parts before, you know, the king and all those. I can't even think of it, but you know what I'm talking about. I know you're probably saying, yeah. But my little great grandson, he is 10 or 11. His dad's taught him to play, and he's been playing for a good little while. I don't know how well. I know he's really into sports now, so I don't know how much time he takes for his chess playing now. Oh, and then yarn and art fabric. Now, if you go back to my channel and look at some of my DIYs and my crafts and all that, you'll see that kind of thing, quilting and sewing and all that. And let's see, jigsaw puzzles. I used to do them, ever since I started YouTube. I don't think I've done a puzzle. There goes the car down the street. I still have my door open because it's so nice outside. The big safety screen is locked and all. Oh, puzzles. Get sidetracked here on my own self. So they are fun to do, but since I started my YouTube channel, which will be, let's see, in October, it will be 3 years. And I like about 200, a little over 200 view hours being monetized. It takes a long time. Some of these people, they hit the right. Okay, hi there, oh, hi, my friend. Now, we met up. I've been just chit-chatting with a young man. I'm assuming you're a young man in New York. We've been talking about his grandma. I'm glad to see you, Nikki. It's great to see you here. Like I say, just chit-chatting. And I've been gluing in my glue book. Patty does that. And you guys, if you want to check her, Nikki's Little Crafty, she has a YouTube channel and she does cards. She makes beautiful cards. So you can go check and see what she's doing if you like. Yes, Martha too. I talked to Martha on the phone today. It was fun. Actually, she asked if I wanted that little thing for the giveaway. And I thought about it, but I thought, I don't see myself stretching out any more than I am because I got quite a bit of things going on. So I said, go ahead and put it in a giveaway and somebody's going to be thrilled to get that. So I've been just talking about exercise and food and keeping our mind healthy. And let's see, we talked about jigsaw puzzles and digital puzzles. I haven't done those. I know my niece, she's now doing puzzles online. She says it's that it's very easy to do, and I haven't done it like that. So, Nikki, do you go to bed this late usually? Well, it's not so late here. I know in New York it is. But I just tried to keep my mind occupied. And actually, I was telling about starting my YouTube. And that's kind of taken over a lot of things that I used to do, like the games. And I used to love Candy Crush, and I was way up there on the line. I mean, I played it, and I was going ahead of everybody, and I was hooked, if you ever seen Hooked. I finally decided one day, I thought, I need to give this up. It was hard. I felt lost at first to give it up. And I just finally just stopped playing it. And I still would love to go back, but I know, I need to do other things. I remember my son used to tell me, I play the piano and sing. And he would say, let's see, I'm here. Oh, you're in Newark? Yes. So the same thing, usually come to bed. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. My son used to tell me, he said, Mom, if you practice the piano as much as you play Candy Crush, you'd really be good. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So I do play the piano, but maybe not as much as I should sit down and practice it. I do it then whenever I'm on. But when you're doing that, you're still a lot of practice, and I do love to play. But I'm not learning. I'm not learning the notes any more than I know them now, I guess. Whatever. Let's see. I feel the same way about Mountain. Oh, I don't know that. Oh, is that a music or is that a game? I'm sorry, Nikki, I didn't catch that one. Yeah, so I'm not sure. It's a sounds like a. I think there's a musical instrument like that, isn't there? I kind of think there is, but I might be wrong. Okay, it's a member of. Okay, zither. Now that's musical. Isn't that a stringed instrument? I think. Yeah. So, sometimes we just want to sit down and not think. Do you ever do that? Yep. Okay. Here's another one. Look at that. Here they are sitting here. They're making a decision. Do I have fruits and veggies and fish? Okay. It's a 4-string. That's what I thought. Yeah. And do you play it, Nikki? You play, and have you played it anywhere else, or you just for your own pleasure? Yeah, that sounds fun. I never learned to play a stringed instrument, a guitar. I always thought they were so much harder than a piano. Yeah. So on my videos, I try to stick to say whatever, to have a subject or something I can talk about instead of just twiddling my thumbs. But I like to talk about whatever somebody comes on and, starts talking. If it's, a good subject, which yours is. Actually, my son, on one of my videos way back there, I think I put it on a short, he got one of those pack guitars. I forgot what it's called. Yes, but I need to practice. Okay, you played in church last Christmas. Did you have a video for it? Would love to hear it. That would be awesome. Yeah. That would be so awesome to hear. This little lady, she's thinking of two things. She's thinking of her goodie stuff, the donuts and the coffee house. Oh, good. I'd like to see that clip. That'd be fun. Yeah. You didn't put it on YouTube? Or could you? I know you have to be careful about copyrights. Now, yesterday, on my live, I did several, well, I did all, I only do old songs, gospel songs mostly. And, oh no, okay. On my live yesterday, so most of them's old songs, and I don't usually have to worry about copyrights. Yesterday, well, whenever I uploaded it to YouTube, In the Garden was copyrighted. Can you just believe it? I think by the Statler brothers. Well, I don't know how they got it, whether they bought the copyright, because In the Garden, it's an old song. I come to the garden alone. Okay, I've been doing jigsaw puzzles. Yeah. Bridget, hello. Bridget's my friend that lives over not too far from me, and she is in a what do you call it? Not a care home. Well, anyway, it's a wonderful place to be if you can't live at home. And Bridget's been my friend for years, and I feel guilty because I don't come to see you when I go over there many times. Time I'm done with all the business, I'm just like, I am so tired. Get me home. Get me home. And actually, when I was driving home today, because I had my eye appointment and my skin appointment. That's why I got these little spots, and it's going to get worse till they heal up, because she sprayed me good. As I was driving home today, I thought, Lord, thank you. I don't feel as tired as I did last week. Sometimes when you're driving home, you think, get me home. I'm so tired. I want to get in my recliner and relax. Well, I made it better today, but I was ready to come home because I had one appointment, and then if I can at all, I try to make 2 appointments in one day, and that way I can get it all knocked out in one day and don't have to head over to that side of town as often. And so that's what I do. And I'm sitting here cutting and pasting in my book and thinking about health and what I should do and what I don't do. And tomorrow is weigh-in day, and I hope that I haven't gained this week. You know, I really am about where I am okay to be, but you know, you can let it get out of hand real easy if you're not careful. So that's where I'm at. I have to watch it. And when I say watch it, I mean, I went to the donut shop in between the day. So, okay, I need to go to the gym. Yes, if you can go to the gym. Allergies, yes, they can be so bad at this time of year. And actually, I've gotten to wear for the last few years, and I don't know if it's a good practice or not, but it seems to work for me. My doctor, my heart doctor, used to say he took this chlorotrimeton, and I think I'm saying it right. And it's an old-fashioned pill. It's been around for a long time. Of course, I can't tell you it's really good for you. Can't tell it's not, but so I take, and you know, you can take up to 4 or 6 a day. Before I get out of the bed in the morning, I take one hay fever pill, and usually by the time I get out of the bed, I haven't had any problem. And my hay fever used to be so bad it'd put me to bed. I was like, oh goodness, you know, all you could do is sneeze and blow. And sneeze and blow. That was my life. But thankfully, I haven't had that in a long time. And I'm very happy that it hasn't been that bad. So I don't know if that would work for you, or whether so many of us take too many medicines as it is, and you're always afraid to add one more to the mix. Okay, I got this little lady with some exercise here, and then there she is thinking about her food at the bottom of the page. And I'm going to put this little mental activities in there. Digital puzzles, I think we talked about that one, so I'm going to get another piece of paper. I'm going to glue this one in and go from there. Let's see. I bought some homeopathic allergy remedies today. I hope it works good for you. That'd be great if it does. Yes, if you can do that, that'd be awesome. And Bridget, how have you been feeling lately? Are you feeling okay? Are you feeling pretty good? And are you... Thank you. Yes, I agree. And are you able to watch Jill in my Bible studies that I've been posting? I tell you, Jill is an awesome teacher. I am so impressed with, you know, we knew her dad and we knew her as a little girl. And then all of a sudden, she's just so interesting. And, you know, I mean, she teaches the Word of God, you know, in our Bible study, but it's so interesting to go along with it. So many, you know, sometimes I've said this before. So many times I've been listening to somebody speak, preachers even, the church, I'm sorry to admit, I might be baking a cake over here in my mind, and that's not good. You know, so I have to reel my thoughts back in and say, okay, let's, this is good. And really, and that's what, it's so nice whenever somebody can hold your attention to go along with all this, because it's all good. You know, every one of them is. So that's what I try to do, is if I can keep, and write notes. I try to write notes whenever I'm at church, notes about the sermon or what's going on, words, keywords. Even if I never go back, I think it helps me. Do any of you write notes, you know, like when you're listening to a sermon or something like that? Okay, let's see. You do that too. Yeah, it's a good thing to do. I don't know what I did that one piece of paper. Oh, here it is. Mental fitness exercise. I think I can get it right up here. You know, I never even heard of glue books till I guess Patty and all them started talking about them. But I used to do glue books before they were ever, before I knew they were glue books. I usually try to stay on here about an hour, and I'm 20 minutes away from that. So I appreciate it if you stay to the end. If you don't, that's okay too. But I really do appreciate it. And I hopefully that if somebody comes in and watches it later, that they would find something of enjoyment. Okay, run your race. I know you're reading it backwards. That's one thing I have not figured out how to do. You know, on my videos, they don't. But when you're on live, it shows it backwards. So you're seeing everything backwards. Actually, I didn't realize that so much till one of my earlier YouTube lives. Let's see, when we were kids, we would cut up a Sears cat. Okay, yes, oh yeah. We used to make paper dolls out of those too. Did you make paper dolls? Yeah, that's fun. And dress them. Oh, they had some cute clothes. And let's see, where was I at? You know, it's not really important what I was saying, but I was okay. That thought may come back and it may not. Oh well, it's not a big deal. I love hearing from all of you. So we'll just move on to another. Actually, I think our pastor was, whenever he was teaching yesterday, he had one of those moments. He thought, wait, what was I talking about? Okay, Bridget, I've been watching the clips that you shared with, yes, Jill's Bible study. Yes, okay, thank you. Yeah, that's all. I don't think anybody else's is video on them. Actually, I'm going to figure out a way for this next week, because I'm not going to be able to be there. Yes. Bridget, we'll keep praying for you, my dear, okay? And I will try sometime soon to get over there and say hi to you and visit with you at least a little while. I'm glad you have such a good place. And you've got such a cute setup in your room. Have you, oh, hear that car? Have you been coloring at all, Bridget? I know you did some coloring, and I was happy to see that on your wall. That was so neat. Yeah. Oh, I was telling you about my pastor, John, yesterday. He had one of those moments. He was talking away and he couldn't remember. Later on, he did remember what he was going to say. But sometimes you just have to move on and hope and pray that you can remember it. Run your own race. Our race is for us. It might not look like yours, might not look like anybody else's, but it's ours. Okay, yes. Yep. Nikki, you're quite a bit younger than me, I think. Now, I think, Bridget, you and I are close to the same age. I'm going to have my birthday. I'll be 80 in June. I'll be in with my family then. Oh, yeah, you're young. You know what? You are younger than my, let's see. Hold on, let me see this. Jay, oh, hi. I'm happy you're here. My daughter, okay, Sylvia, 17 and missing. Oh, my goodness. And has a suicidal. Oh, no, I don't think I know her, but I will certainly pray. Oh, Lord Jesus, help her. You know, we will pray. And Jesus, he can take care of her. And we just pray, because that's the main thing about all you can do sometimes. Pray and do the best you can, and I will pray. Oh my goodness, that is so sorry. So sorry. Yes. You know, you never know. I mean, there's so many people and so many things that you don't know. And you go along in life and just the trivial things. Thank you. You are the only person that helped. That helped. I pray. I just pray, God. Oh, God. Can we just stop right now and pray? I'd like to do that if you don't mind. Let's see. Her name is it, her name is it Alvia? Okay. Okay. Let's just pray right now, okay? Lord Jesus, I pray for Jay Hermias, the one that is having the problem. There's her 17. I'm looking at where I'll get it halfway straight. 17-year-old daughter is missing and has suicidal. Oh God, I pray, Jesus, that you will bring her home, keep her safe. Lord, I pray you'll put your guardian angels around her this very minute. Lord, give her the want to come home. We ask you in the name of Jesus, and give Mama peace. Lord Jesus, give her peace and comfort, Lord, as she deals with this awful thing. Lord, we thank you for that. Yes, we'll keep praying, okay? This won't be the last time I pray. We'll just ask Jesus, and he can do the work. You know, he knows right where that, where she is. He knows everything about her, and he cares for her. You know, if Jesus can take care of those the little birds out there that's flying all around my yard, you know, he can take care of your daughter. He loves your daughter. So we'll pray. We'll keep praying. Yes. And Bridget, you said, let me see, let me go back here. Bridget, you said, what did I say? Yes, Bridget turned 80 in November. I thought she was close to my age. You were just a tad. We'll just keep praying, okay, my dear? What state are you from? I'd be interested to know if you don't mind telling me. I'm California. So is Bridget, and so is Nikki, Little Crafty. So your name, Nikki's not on there, so that's why I like it whenever I know a person's name. But everybody don't want to go by their own name here in YouTube land. Yes, we sometimes don't understand why things happen the way they do, but you know, if we can depend on God, he's there with us. Okay, you're in Oregon, Coos Bay, Oregon, by way of Georgia. You used to live in Georgia? Yes. Yes, it's Nikki, and okay, and for Bridget and Jay. Yes, thank you. Yes, I've driven through Georgia, that's all. I lived in Florida, lived in a lot of states. I think last week I ended up starting to tell all kinds, it wasn't intentional. You know, if you go on my YouTube channel and go to my playlist, one of them is a glimpse in my life. It's my whole life story from the time I was born till being married and moving all over the country to moving back here from all over the country, back to my home state and around the corner from where I was born and raised. Let's see, square dance people. Okay. You know, I never did get into square dancing, but it looked like a lot of fun. And boy, what great exercise that is too. I would like that. That would be a great thing, the exercise. I see some of those guys dancing, and I think, you know, when I was being raised, we wasn't allowed to go to dances. You know, that's, you know, our church, and our parents just didn't let us. They, you know, so mental too, yes. I'm sure it's just so good for you. Yeah, and then plus you got your own friends that you meet a lot of friends, and no matter what you're in, I mean, you know, I do Tops, and we have friends at Tops, and I have my church, have friends at my church, and And then we have our tops, and I've gotten to know, well, I said tops, but we also have our YouTube friends that we've gotten to know. You know, Nikki got to come with us and come to our get together. It sure is a lot of fun, for sure. Yes, it sounds it. So Nikki came to our YouTube get together, this meetup, this last one. We had there was 6 of us YouTube creators that have channels all in one place, and boy did we have fun. It was such a fun time, and we're already planning on having another one. I got to start thinking of what I'm going to bring this time. That was so fun to to share with everybody and get to see everybody. And we're not first off, when you start a YouTube, you think, okay, you're out there by yourself, but really you're not. And you want to encourage them. We raised the roof. Yeah, I bet you did. And I like the square dance music too. That's always pretty. A lot of fun. Yeah. But I never did do it. I'm sure it'd fall over my feet. Oh, I guess you get used to it, because I used to love to go to exercise class that had some of those moves, and I enjoyed that a lot. Yeah. Okay, this is to fast or not to fast. Does when you eat matter? This is a little talking about it. Before you try fasting, fasting may bring health benefits, but not eating can be dangerous to some people. Talk with your health provider to make sure it's good for you. This is some of the questions. Are you underage? Are you under age 25? Are you pregnant or breastfeeding? No, I'm sure most of my people here is not there. Do you take insulin or other medications to control your diabetes? Have you been prescribed any medications that must be taken with food? Yep, you don't want to play with that. Do you have a seizure disorder? Do you work the night shift? Do you operate heavy machinery? Now I hear a train going by. Okay, those are some of the things you'd need to ask before you would just... You hear it? I should have shut the door, but it's been so nice. Now you hear the train. And when I'm editing, I can use my Power Director. They have it's called denoise on my Power Director that it doesn't cut it all out, but it does help a lot. So I do that quite often, more than often. Okay, I'm going to paste this right here by that clock. I guess I don't need 2 clocks. So I'm going to put that there. Let's see. You worked in night shift, smoked. Now you were a baby, Nikki. You were a baby nurse. I'm sorry. You were a special nurse to babies. I'm not saying it right. I know it. Okay. You can say it right. Okay. Yes. Okay. Got my. Now, whether I ever go back and look at this book, maybe not. Okay. Pediatric home health. Yes. I knew it was something like that, but I wasn't sure. Okay, now here is have a heart. Look at that one. As you know, okay, I am part of TOPS, so take off pounds sensibly. So to win, each member will need, this is a little game. Okay. And this would go with everybody. Keep up with, okay, you notice? The train's gone by. I've started more videos and that train goes by and I think, wait, I got to stop for a minute. Okay. Call another member. That can go with any group you're in, not just our TOPS. Do something nice for someone not in your family and share it at a meeting. Okay. write an encouraging note to another member. Now remember, we can do this to any group. Write out a healthy recipe that you often make and bring it to share. Now at our tops, we can't bring food. You know, we meet at a Health and Human Services. Oh yes, yeah, that's great. Okay, I just got a little, I noticed my Amber, my granddaughter, she just sent me a note. She'd come across a little, a picture in some of her pictures, and it showed some pictures I took at her bridal shower, and I had named it Amber's bridal shower through the eyes of Grandma Peach or something like that. So that was kind of fun. Okay, this is a cute guy, but he could probably use one of those going to tops or choosing the veggies. That reminds me, I'm not going to say who, but somebody I know had a colonoscopy, and they had been on the mostly meats diet, and they had 11 polyps, and the doctor told him, you got to eat more fruits and veggies. So, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm a vegetarian, I don't eat the meats, but I need to eat more fruits and veggies, especially fruits. I'm not the best in the world when it comes to that. I got to get better. And you know, I like my dried fruits more than I like my fresh fruits. And I know that's probably not good either, because you know, dried fruits are a little bit more dense, I guess you'd say. Okay, I'm gluing. I could color that little guy. Okay, you know what? I can't believe it. It's almost been an hour that I've been on here, and I've enjoyed it. You know, when you get on here, you don't know what you're going to say. I mean, I have an idea. I'm going to do something kind of what I'm doing, but you just don't know. And you don't want to, I don't want to make it boring for anybody. Of course, everybody don't think the same way as you do, or I do. You know, so everybody has it. But I am so happy that you came on, every one of you that did. And don't forget, let's keep praying for our friend that her daughter is missing. You know, God knows right where that baby is, that little girl. Okay, veggies, yes. Fruit, yes. Okay, yes. You know, in the real way, that is the best way to eat your food, is the nearest way that God made it. And I know that to be true, but we still mess up. I do. Okay, I'm going to get ready to go, and I'm going to tell you how much I am so thankful that you all came here, and I pray God blesses you. Don't forget, Jesus loves you, and if you get a chance, go back and watch my other videos. Barbara did the exercise the other day. That was so fun. And let's see. Oh, and then yesterday I played old gospel music for an hour, no, 39 minutes or thereabouts. The old songs, you know, from the hymnals, and like Amazing Grace and Oh How I Love Jesus, and In the Garden, the one that was, I didn't go back and play it, but it gave me the option. I wouldn't have got a strike for it, copyright strike, but I didn't want it there anyway. So, you know, with the saying that was copyrighted. So I had them edit it out, and I didn't go back to listen. So I don't know whether there's a gap, or whether they closed up the gap and it just like I'd never sung that song. So I need to go back and listen to it, but I haven't so far. Okay, I want to just say God bless you, and Jesus be with each one tonight. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll look forward to seeing you. Who knows, I might be here next Monday. If you're scrolling around, it's not a set time, but I have been for the last few weeks. Talk to you later, and I'll see you tomorrow, or anytime you come on. God bless you. Love you, Bridget. Love you, my friend Nikki. Love you all. Every one of you, my friend that just joined me tonight. We'll keep praying. Okay, bye-bye.